Defense, I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Rides to back and leaves it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the defense makes the tackle, but not before. He gets down to the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The inside handoff. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Devil Wing. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good 2nd down run. commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Caught close to the marker. It's Denson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Blue Hens line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware. They're on the board first here in the season opener. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Denson.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
There he goes. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They were really hoping hopeful he can make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. He leaves it with his back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Pressure coming. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll be brought down. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one.
It's a running room. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking downfield on 1st down. Scrambling away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game, the 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Verrier. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for it all. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it left. He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Eastern Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Power football with the run. Getting that push, a pickup for 4 out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Delaware. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet.
was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The run from the shotgun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a...
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. He leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Denson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff.
There he goes.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying them off right now. That's a really nice run.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and he's been dependable, hasn't he? He's been a guy that they've given him the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense a...
Touchdown, Blue Hens! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Creates a little space. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use it to play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem for them. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tap.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Powers through the defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.